Everybody wants to be an astronaut. Take the long, tall train to the sun.
Welcome, everybody, to the Golden Path International, sponsored by Unfussable Narrative. I am your host, CJ, and with me today is Lannister.
Hey guys, how's it going?
We are going to be commentating round of 16, Group M, and today in this group we have Elisar, the winner of the original Artificery tournament. He won Group B in this tournament with 2 wins and 15 points. We have Sentient Lamppost, who won Group S with an impressive 3 wins and 18 points. And Strong Acting, or Swap, who was in Group E, and he won 2 wins and 16 points. So these 3 players are very strong. Kind of in the back, though, we have Pick, who won fourth place in Group A and won the wild card as Baron, defeating Orski and Foito. So that was a pretty exciting game also, if you watched that on Orski's stream. And so today I think he might have something to prove. So we'll have that here in just a minute. Hopefully everything is about ready to go and we're ready to start. Lannister, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. As you said, Elisar came out top on Group B, so I have high expectations of Elisar. He was definitely a wily competitor. I think he averaged something like 10 points per game, so regardless of whether he won or lost, he always found a way to eke out those points, so I'm expecting big things from him.
He's a very impressive player. Yes, indeed. He has a lot of pretty strong moves here. We'll see some of his interesting picks here. Hopefully you give us something. We have Memnon in the pick, so hopefully someone gives us a Memnon in the round of 14. We have an Ilban, Yuna, Elisa Ikaz, who won a recent 3-player, and Ariana Thorvald, Baron, Vladimir Harkonnen, and Tessia Vernius. Oh, and Helena Riches is also in there. We'll see who they pick. We're going to see a Tessia in a 4th position. How do you feel about Tessia?
Tessia in general, she's very flexible. She's S tier for a reason on that level. She's just solid in any position. Even when she's being chased, she can chase other people down and retract it. And obviously, I think Baron's going to be another pick that is going to be chosen. It's a matter of the other leaders.
Yeah, it is. I think we're going to see a Baron. And then what do you think? Probably like a Ilban and Helena?
Yeah, Helena for sure. The other one would probably be Ildan for the safer pick. But I kind of like Yuna as well, to be honest.
Oh, we have an Ilban in 3rd position. So we're going to see a Baron in 2nd position for Elisar. That is one of his favorite leaders, I think. He's played that to great effect.
He's been massively efficient with that character, for sure. I see the same as you, Baron.
Then probably maybe a Yuna or something. I don't really like Helena in 1st position, but maybe I'm just not so up with the meta right now. We'll see what they choose. Looks like it's going to be a Baron 2nd position for Elisar. And then for Swap or Strong Acting, what are we going to see? What do you think?
I think it's going to be Helena. I would personally like Yuna in 1st position, but Helena is a pretty safe choice. You get to be flexible. Yeah.
Indeed it is. And let's take a look at this Imperium row. We have a Gunthopter, Ixian Engineer, Fremenkamp, Freighter Fleet, Truthsayer, and our tech is Chaumarky, Shuttle Fleet, Memo Quarters, and we are off to the races. It's kind of interesting. What do you think about these tech? Anything interesting stand out to you?
I'd be gunning for the Mem Quarters for sure. Truthsayer and Freighter Fleet are awesome early game acquisitions that will balloon you significantly in the late game. Anyone able to acquire those 2 cards together, it's guaranteed 2nd place in my opinion.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Oh, our combat's one of my favorites. Skirmish with the influence bump and the money. So this one's great. Immediate Hardy Warriors for the Baron after a fold space for Helena. So we're going to see Smuggling for Ilban, that is pretty standard. All of these are pretty standard moves. You'd expect a fold space for the first position player, the Baron doing Barony things. Now the question is, Tessia has a weird hand where they don't have any access, but they have their ring, which is probably the worst case scenario for a Tessia in 4th position. So looks like we're going to see some Haga Basin or Imperial Basin. I don't mind either of these. Probably like the Imperial Basin a little better.
Yep. I think for me, maybe because I'm more of a gambler at heart, I'd actually try to go for Carthag with the reconnaissance. Hope for a bump of some sort with one of the intrigues, and then your ring becomes a little bit more effective on that level. So
it's a good point. Do you think that giving up Carthag in 4th position without any access is a problem?
No, because the thing is, you have a lot of things to gamble for with the Carthag Plague. If you hit a combat card, you're golden. If you hit an influence bump in that situation, you're golden. So I think that type of gamble is worth it. It's something like 1 in 5 chance for a combat card, and another 1 in 7 or 1 in 8 chance for influence bump of some sort. So
is there any argument for going for Arakeen as Tessia to try to hit an access card?
Yeah, it could be fruitful in that sense. I don't think it's a terrible idea in this situation for him because there's nothing else to really go for. But again, for me, I'm a little bit greedy. I'd go for Carthag just because the unknown is very difficult to deal with for Baron a lot of times.
Oh my, we see a Mother Mohayim just revealed from the ring ability from Helena, and I think that Elisar is going to reveal for Mohayim right here. This looks like, yeah, kind of a no-brainer almost, like just grab Mother and start making spice.
Yeah, he's pretty safe. Nobody's in combat yet. It take a miracle play in Carthag, get it going. There's no troops to kind of push him down. So yeah, I do it too.
Yeah, I think the only problem might be if maybe Ilban, who's sitting on 2 daggers, actually ended up like throwing all 3 in. Oh, he picks a blackmail up. Interesting. Totally one of the, well, not great right now, but one of the stronger combat cards. Very powerful. Interesting. So isn't going to go for Mom. But is anyone else even close? No, there's no one close. So that's going to sit around for a while.
Yep. This combat's done and dusted.
Sentient's going to be drawing cards. Going to go to Mentat. This looks like a pretty normal Mentat. Oh! That's 5 for Ilban. So that's interesting. Do you chance it on Arakeen?
Yeah, I do it.
Yeah, I think I would too. Oh, never mind. Ignore that. No chance. I was trying to find some sort of access card. He didn't have access. So both 3rd and 4th players did not have access, which is interesting.
Now that decision of picks was a little bit odd to go for Arakeen as his last play action there.
I agree. Because this is what happened. You draw a Seek Allies, and you don't have any access or any actions left to use it, so that's a bit weird. But we have the Truthsayer here, pickup for Helena. That makes a lot of sense. It's a very strong card. It's rising in my estimation is one of the stronger 3-cost cards in the game. And we have 5 Persuasion for the Baron.
I'm liking Ixion Engineer here just because he'll have uncontested chipping for that duration.
Yeah,
or
agreed.
Gunpowder. Those are the only 2 I see.
Oh, he's picking up. He's going. Yeah, he doesn't agree with you. He's picking up a Fremen Camp here. Also a good card. Nothing wrong with Fremen Camp, but yeah. Why do you?
The main difference from the 2 of us on that decision is he's more of a Spice Must Flow and track chaser. So
yes, indeed.
Being the more combat-oriented character, I can totally understand his decision there.
And what do you do here if you're Ilban? You don't really have a whole lot else going on. You only have 5 Persuasion. You could pick up this Stilgar.
Yeah, Stilgar's a great addition, but if he's thinking there's no real combat character here, he might just play out the card and get the Gunthopter. It's not a bad idea, given that nobody else looks like they're combat heavy as of yet.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Helena had not gone to tech negotiation, this looks like a no-brainer tech negotiation, or If Tessia had not gone to Arakeen, this would be a no-brainer Arakeen. But as it stands, Ilban without an extra action, really, if they want to get any value out of their persuasion. So, interesting dilemma. He's just going to reveal, looks like. I think that's the right choice. Yep, it's a Stilgar. Stilgar for Ilban. I think this is a great card. It's not great for Ilban, but it's just a really good card in general. And how could you just disregard that Steely Gaze? I mean, look at that. It's just, he's so good. Oh, we saw no Shifting Allegiances. Holy moly. All right. Well, that is the best thing Tessia could have picked up here with the Shifting Allegiances in 4th position. So very fortunate to see that come out after Ilban's Stilgar pick.
I'm really liking Swap's 2 picks of the Freighter Fleet and Truthsayer. That's going to pay a lot of dividends for him later down the road.
Indeed. All right, we're on to round 2. Round 2 is Machinations, and this is great combat for Tessia. Great combat for everyone, but, you know, everyone who likes track climbing will get in on this one. Baron, of course, maybe Ilban. Everyone has their access cards, at least one anyway. Tessia has only the one because they accidentally drew the other one during the end of their last round. Looks like Baron is going to... I'm surprised at this. Baron's going to be seeking allies right away. Are they going for still suits? What are they doing here?
Blocking off full space, I imagine.
Blocking full space. Yeah, blocking full space. Yep. All-Star's blocking full space. That makes sense.
I think if Ilban doesn't make the Hardy Warrior play, Tessia will, and then grab the Mem Quarters next with the second action.
Yep. That makes a lot of sense. I mean, if Tessia doesn't grab Memo Quarters, then Helena's going to, for sure.
Yep.
This is definitely attractive as Helena sitting on level 1 at the Spacing Guild and just waiting to get to that shipping. So
now, an interesting decision here is Baron could, in fact, possibly give up this shipping just to stall out them again, because he can technically win this combat pretty easily, given his intrigue. So it's an interesting decision. For me personally, I might jump in on this just to slow the group down a little bit more. So
would you Mentat first and just see what happens?
Probably not, just because Baron needs every bit of Solari that they can hold on to.
Good point. Looks like it is going to be a tech negotiation for Tessia. This makes a lot of sense. We'll see where they go up.
Spy satellites.
Oh, spy satellites. Well, that's interesting. We could see an Ilban or Helena kind of just sitting back and buying Spice Must Flows now. It's going to be Haga Basin for Helena, and that's looking good. I'm just going to throw one in. Yeah, I think with Baron, Ilban, and Tessia all with actions, throwing 2 in makes a lot of sense. You're not going to be able to challenge the Baron here. There's just no way. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think LSR is going with the safe play then. So shipping it is.
Safe play makes sense. Up and up for the Baron. And I love these buttons now. They're actually kind of nice. Though I do miss the auto or the manual movement. But yeah, it's kind of... They are very convenient.
I think one of the considerations that LSR had for not contesting this combat was that Ilban is going to be the direct beneficiary of this combat, and he's sitting right behind him, so he can afford to let him win this combat. So I agree with that decision by LSR.
Yep. Oh, I'm sorry. Earlier, I think I said Baron. I meant Ilban. Yeah, for the combat. Yep. Absolutely. This makes a lot of sense. One of the things that Ilban players tend to forget is that he needs a lot of water to go get some spice and make something out of his his ability. He needs Solari. So this shuttle fleet up in the tech row looks really juicy. But you need water for that. You need a lot of water. So we'll see how that goes. Sitting at 2 points for Ilban, 1 for Tessia and Helena, and 3 for the Baron. But of course, as many of you know, the Baron usually lurches out to an early lead and then either stalls out around 6 or 7 points. It's usual for the Baron, unless something goes absolutely bonkers for them.
Could see a Helena going for spy satellites on the next move and maybe buy an Ixion engineer on the reveal.
Yeah, I like that. Going to tech, yeah, that makes a lot of sense for the Helena player. And for Tessia, it's just going to straight up reveal. There's Mom. Mom's gone. I mean, yeah, there you go. I mean, one way to get ahead is just to have like a bunch of reveal and compress your actions. So that's a good way to do it. We'll see what they reveal here in the tech row. It's going to be a troop transports. I don't know if anyone's really interested in that, to be quite honest. Maybe the Baron. Probably not, though. Here's a reveal.
Baron, just because Helena's indicating that they're not interested in shipping.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of a gap there. So you might be able to take advantage of something like that.
That's a good point. Yeah, because Helena could have... Well, Helena didn't get a chance to get memo quarters, but if they did, then the Baron would be a little bit more cagey about that. But yeah, you're right. Here's a reveal from Sentient for 4. And what do they pick up here? The Gunthopter? Do they go landing rights? Landing rights looks pretty juicy. Yep, it's going to be landing rights.
Yeah,
I like that.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, it's a solid card. Revealing a Guild Chief Administrator. I usually poo-poo this card, but I think it's grown on me. It's quite strong. If you can find the combos, and there are some unload effects out there, so.
There's certainly 2 unload cards so far we've seen. Landing Freighter Fleet, and we've got Guild Accord as well out there, so.
I think there's another one. There's one in Helena's discard pile, actually. And it's the... Oh, you said Freighter Fleet. Yep, Freighter Fleet. Yep, absolutely. So those 2. We see a Treachery as well. So 3 unload effects. Nice. And it picks up the Gene Manipulation. Interesting choice here instead of the Ixion Engineer. It's maybe the safer pick, I guess. But since they even indicated and explained that they aren't interested in shipping this game all that much, then that makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
How does that favor the Baron if the Baron's just uncontested shipping?
This is just really huge. I mean, Troop Transports is a no-brainer for me in that position. He's going to wheel off a lot of points, and he's probably going to win this combat too. He's got the combat card to take it. He's got the Fremen camp as well. I don't see them being able to top him out this round. He's going to cash out, going to get the Troop Transports, or I don't see anybody being able to contest this combat. It's going to be easy 5th point by the end of this round.
Ilban's going to go smuggling, and are they going to cash out here? That's the question I have for them. I think I might. Ilban is very greedy, but going up is going up. All right, going to go up. Pretty solid. No one else has any water, so this Stilgar is going to get great flat for 5, maybe 6 spice, which is great.
Yeah, there's a good tech up there too for the 2 bumps and 2 Solari. As you said, he's a pretty greedy guy with the Solari, so that might be what he's eyeing up for later.
Absolutely. I think so. Here's the discard for the Tessia ability. Careful observation. Going to get a spice for that. I mean, it's nice. It just means that, shifting is a little bit easier to trigger, though there was no real problem with that. There's an Imperial Basin with 2 spice. Are people going to be interested in the extra spice here this round, or are they going to wait and let it accumulate? I think Tessia is definitely the beneficiary of that if it accumulates.
I think Helena's going to go for the 2 spice. I think she's going to go into deck building mode because she's bought a lot of time with that spy satellites purchase.
I think you're right. I think you're right here. Then what's she going to just specialize in? Just the Arrakis liaisons? Probably, right? Because there's nothing else that's 2 persuasion. You're absolutely right. Good call, Lannister. That's why you're still in the tournament and I'm not.
Don't say that, man. Don't say that. I saw your games. You played really well too. You're just in a tough group as well. I mean,
It's cool, dude. I don't mind losing. Looks like Baron's gonna ship. We're all real surprised about that. Up and then down. Picking up the troop transports, throwing in 3 troops. This is gonna be a pretty good combat for the Baron.
and he'll get his.
Wow, big round for the Baron. Yeah, that's why you have to fight for that that spacing guild, or even let someone fight for it. And in this case, it's just one person for so long.
Yep.
All right, we'll flip it. Wind traps revealed. I don't know about that one. Maybe the Baron would be interested in that. Maybe if anyone picks up this Ixion engineer, I'm surprised it's sat around so long.
Yeah,
Quite
me too.
honest. Also the treachery. Oh no. All right, we're all back. Sorry about that, folks. Had a internet problem. No idea. Did I miss anything? I don't think so.
Nope. I think it ended off as Pick's turn, if I'm not mistaken.
Got
So,
it.
from my perspective, if I'm Helena, I'm likely gonna I'm gonna probably hit selective breeding, get rid of that dagger, try and purchase Guild Accord or Treachery, whichever is available, and wheel off of that with the Truthsayer. So, have fun all day long with that combo.
Absolutely. That is a really strong play when you have a spy satellites, is to go for Spice Must Flow and just kind of like drag your heels a little bit. Just like push on the brakes and say like, hey guys, you can end the game. I'll just try to chill and get as many points elsewhere as possible. So yeah, absolutely. This is Haga Basin for Tessia. Is going to need to do this anyway because the Imperial Basin was taken by Helena, which of course we predicted, or Lannister predicted, and we have the shifting allegiances here. This is a great play. What we're gonna see. We're gonna go down with spacing and up Emperor, probably. That's my guess. I don't really like going up with Fremen so early, but maybe they really want the extra water option.
I'm with you. I like the Imperial more.
All right. Looks like it's going to be with the Fremen. We'll see if that's a good choice later on. I think it's fine. I think getting the Siege Tabor option is nice, especially if you want to pivot into more of a combat strategy. The big problem for me with Tessia and needing the Siege Tabor is that, like, that is, the Fremen is one of the most hotly contested and most easily accessible spaces. So like you're not going to really be able to monopolize that, whereas you'll be able to monopolize the Emperor, and that is usually good enough for 2 points. But whoa, we're just going straight for Chomurky here for Helena. Helena's not screwing around. This is going to be a pretty big pick. Whoa, a war chest and a quid pro quo. That's huge. These are huge picks. Wow.
I'm really surprised.
I am too. I had no idea. Sonic Snooper's revealed in the row.
I think maybe he's going for Ixion after all.
It does look like that. They have 2, 4, 5. Yep, 5 persuasion. It does look like Ixion. I mean, that's the way to win, right? Is just go for points. Go for points.
Yeah, he might just be sitting on the sidelines waiting for Baron to win and just get an easy second place, or even first.
Yeah, we should probably mention that the first and second places goes through to the next round, and the top top scoring third places, I think 2 go through. Maybe it's 1. Right. Yeah. So that's important. So you don't have to win this game. You just have to come second to get through the next round. That's an important distinction from the previous rounds where it was both points based, and then the wild card round was win and you're in. And it is going to be an Ixion engineer for Helena, so great choice here with the 2 tech already, and very, very good techs for an early Ixion engineer here. So things are looking good for Helena. I really like this setup.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, if I'm looking at the situation from the grand scheme of things, I'm looking at both Baron and Helena at 5 points essentially, because no problem, he's going to hit the Ixion without a problem before the end of this game, and he's already got 4 points from spy satellites, so him and Baron are sitting happy at 5 and 5 each, in my opinion.
Absolutely. Ilban and Tessie are going to have to pick up the pace here. They need to make something happen, either through cards they buy from the Imperium row, tech they get, or some intrigue cards. We'll see what they are going to do. Meanwhile, Baron's going to pick up a Dispatch and Envoy. One of the most flexible cards in the Imperium row, or sorry, the intrigue deck, and one of my favorites. So
Yeah, especially for Baron when he's going for those greedy chases. So yeah, this looks to be Alisar's game to win.
yep. We have a 4 Persuasion picking up an Arrakis Liaison. Not the most flashy pickup. I actually would be surprised. I was thinking that Ilban was going to pivot into combat here, seeing as how Helicopter Joe is in the row, and they already picked up a Stilgar, so this would be a decent combat Ilban, which he can go combat, no doubt. But maybe it's just a little bit too far from where Ilban usually wants to be. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel the same way as you on the CJ. I mean, somebody here should take the reins on combat, just because nobody has declaratively gone in that direction. So you can get a huge advantage being the only person specializing in your field. Sort of like if there's only one Tessia and no other track chaser out there, like that person has a decisive advantage. But there's no major combat character right now. You should definitely take that.
The next combat, we are in round number 5. Round number 5? Round number 4, pardon me. Round number 4. Yes, flying by. Pretty miserable hand for the Baron here. This is going to be a rebuilding turn. Maybe a Spice Must Flow, potentially, if he manages some miracle here. He does have the Dispatch to fix things. Tessia has a great hand. Tessia's got a great hand. Tessia's going to try to get some spice here. Try to get back into this game here and see if they can chase maybe the Baron with, I don't know. I mean, maybe like some, usually they go for Bene Gesserit late, Emperor late. But the question is the game going to go long enough that they'll have a chance to claw back into this game? And my question for Ilban is, how are they going to navigate this turn? They've got a bunch of really good cards. They really want to cash out, but they can't cash out shipping because Tessie had picked that one up already. And now Helena has access to shipping, so Baron's gonna go shipping here. There's no reason why they wouldn't. And we'll see what they get for their intrigue. Go ahead.
I think Ilvan's likely to make a play at Arakeen with landing rights and hope to land his dagger, because he can cash out and get his Swordmaster.
I agree. That makes a lot of sense. The landing rights play makes a lot of sense now that you mention it, and I think that unfortunately for Ilban, would love to have all of this persuasion to buy some Spice Must Flows, but he really can't do that. And I don't think he has the luxury of doing that.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree there. So we'll see what the play is. A diversion pickup for the Baron is probably never going to be played. It might be. I don't know, man. It's usually good if you get it early and you can throw things into throw things into Hardy. But no, this is just a bad diversion, unfortunately. Maybe they're going to be looking at Sonic Snooping later. That'd be great. It is going to be landing rights for Ilban, and you're absolutely right. It's like you can see the future. Arakeen is the play for Ilban. He's going to try to get some more persuasion and cash in. He gets his ring, which is nice. Very, very nice. He's going to cash out. So let's see what he does here. Where's he going up? Shipping. Okay. That's ambitious because he's not going to get that super soon. He's not he's got some people ahead of him in turn order, so we'll see. He's going to throw 2 in. He can throw. Can he throw 3 in?
Yep.
Yeah, he can throw everything in, right? I don't know if this is this worth it? Like,
I think it's worth it in the context of getting that spice, because that spice will lead into techs or highliner spice, so it's going to
Good
be
point.
one that people don't really want a piece of anyway. So
Oh, we see a high council for Tessia. That's interesting. She's sitting on 2, 4, 6, 7 persuasion. What is that going to... Oh, that's straight up a treachery then. Or perhaps a treachery over power play for sure. But there's also a guild accord there in the row that might be something they're interested in. Okay, we're going to see wealth for Helena. Helena's going to try to go and get... Oh, they're going to get their Swordmaster this round, and so is Ilban. So the only person without Swordmaster this round is going to be Tessia, which is fine.
I think Tessia is in a bit of trouble in terms of tempo right now, though.
I agree with you here. I think they need maybe one more reveal card if they're going to try to claw back into this with reveal tempo. It's not impossible.
The problem I have with the situation is Helena is making zero effort to stop Baron, and that's going to accelerate Baron substantially. So he can't afford to build his way back in, because Baron's just going to keep profiting every round right now.
Nice. I think you're right. The well, she might ship next round. She's going to go up with Freighter, and then she could probably double ship. So she's not going to completely ignore shipping, right? I think that we'll probably see that once, maybe twice.
We may, but it might be one of those punts for second. Like you're willing to accelerate your first place player so that the others don't have a chance, and so
it's interesting. Yeah. This is the politics of the round of 14. And all you need is second place to get through. So yeah, that's interesting.
Because as I said, they're both at like 5 points essentially in my eyes. So if the Baron ended it in the next 2 turns, I'm sure Helena would easily make second place.
Here's the Swordmaster for Ilban, completely expected. We have a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 persuasion. A reveal for Tessia, and that's going to be a treachery. Yeah. Revealing appropriate. Is anyone interested in appropriate right now?
Lena would love that if she could afford it.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, we're going to see probably just a bump here with the freighter fleet. What's the signal? Something happened.
Forgot his freighter fleet bump, I think.
Advances their freighter and commercial truck. No, they did.
Okay. Elbin's making a good chase back. He has a lot of potential. He's a pretty good deck. He's got Stilgar. He's got landing rights. He's got good persuasion, and he's going to be able to buy something good this round. Power play or even appropriate might be a decent option just to give him that bump up and extra persuasion. He's got a lot of options for him.
He does, and he looks like he's going to get this combat. It's interesting here. Ilban does not have another green symbol, which is really bad right now. Like, you would, as Ilban, you would be like swimming if you had this green icon to go up and pick up this shuttle fleet, but as it stands, you just don't have it. So, I mean, that's unfortunate. There's 5 more cards on the deck and 2 more of them in there, so... Baron with just a toss and a troop in, no problem. Baron saying,
"I'll threatening with combat, saying, if you don't put in more troops, I could swing in again."
He could for sure, and we'll see if he does that here. He still has this dispatch, and here goes Stilgar. Interesting, double water, triple water. Yeah, you're right. Wow. And an alliance. 4 points for Ilban. Not terrible. Looking pretty good as Ilban. I think you'd be pretty surprised if you were Ilban in this position and go like, all right, yeah. I feel pretty good.
And he's going to get that power play. Going to make some profit off of that. Unless, of course, Baron takes it before him.
Yeah, that's an interesting point here. I don't know. He's looking to reveal. This would be a disaster for Ilban. 5 reveal. It is going to be a power play. We'll see what he reveals. Oh, a web of power. Well, what's better than a power play?
He's not going to complain about that.
Nope, I don't think he's going to complain about that. That's an amazing pickup.
Oh my god, this round is so amazing. So he's going to get this 3 spice, unless LSR decides to use his blackmail. He's going to get 3 spice, an intrigue. He's going to get a web of power. It's going to be so set up. Get that, was it the shuttle fleet or invasion fleet?
Shuttle fleet, yeah. I don't think LSR is going to bother with this blackmail here. I think he's going to be fine with 2 spice. It's not worth it to blackmail to get well, maybe you do basically cycle your blackmail, but you go down with, I guess, presumably the spacing guild here. I don't know if that's worth it.
Yeah, you're probably right.
It's a toss up. I think I wouldn't be surprised to see him do this. It's not hurting Ilban. That's the thing. He's already got 5 spice.
Got a good point. He has the potential to get it anyway without the extra spice. So.
Yep. He's going to pass. It's going to go to Ilban.
Let's see what he gets.
Oh, a machine culture.
Very nice, very nice.
Wow.
Oh, this could be golden.
Talk about, gifted. That's great.
Got a contender.
Love that card. I love Shuttle Fleet. I love Machine Culture, and it's great with Shuttle Fleet to just like double up on some bumps here. Okay, so we have Helena in first position, or acting first, with a Signet Ring. Oh man, a bunch of bad cards. Not something you really want to see here. No access to any of the factions, and it's just sitting on this quid pro quo. I think it's going to be shipping. I can't see why she wouldn't just ship here. This is so bad.
It's potentially a very dangerous round for the whole team.
It is.
There's potentially 3 points on the board for LSR this round. This could be game over by next turn. Yeah, he's got a power play. He's got Dispatch the Envoy. So he has a lot of options.
You're absolutely right. He's got Dispatch, power play,
Diplo,
Fremenkamp. He could win this combat easy. Like, oh my.
Be very dangerous for the group.
We'll see what they do.
The only person realistically able to deal with this is Ilban, but he needs to draw into it with a Mentat, his Highliner. That's the only way he saves the group.
That's a good point. That's a really, really good point here. Well, would Baron be able to end it this round? No, it would be next round, right?
Yeah, he'll be at 8 points easy by the end of this round because he'll win the combat. He'll get 2 more. He'll get the friendship bump on Benny. He might even complete it with an alliance as well. So that's 2 points there.
Yeah. Helena's only got 2 points with Spy Satellites. So sitting on 5 points, that might not be enough to get second place.
I was questioning why Helena started going up the Imperial side. I thought they would just go under the Benny and build their deck from there, but I guess Swap has some other plans.
We will see what happens there. Baron is deciding to ship. I'm sure we were all very, very surprised about that. And he's going to go up. Okay. That makes sense. That is fascinating. He's saying, basically, Ilban, if you don't go get that shuttle fleet right now, I'm going to go get it. And he's not going to do it.
This is going to kill them.
Oh, no.
That very divergent card is coming into play.
He had to do it. Yeah, it is. He had to do that right now. I'm surprised that he didn't see this. Like, Baron is going to get 2 points with this. Well, almost 2 points with this. He's going to get an alliance because that power play is going to hit the Emperor. Or the probably the Emperor, but probably one with the Bene Gesserit, one with the Emperor, and then you're just going to be real sad here in a couple minutes.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Could be disastrous. Yeah.
See, a Shifting Allegiances pickup for Tessia. Draws 3 cards, one with the Fold Space and 2 for the space, which is great. And Tessia, I mean, this is a great hand. Got to make something happen, though. Helena is going to get their Swordmaster. That's interesting.
Could
They could.
foreseeably see LSR at 9 points at the end of this round.
Yes, I can as well. So here's the power play. Here's the diversion. And guess what, guys? This might be basically over. He's already won 1 tournament. Let's see if he can win 2. Here comes the diversion. Cash out. And Ilban is reeling right now. This is an awful, awful moment for Ilban. And you know me, I love my Ilban play, and this is like, oh, just the worst feeling, especially when Diversion, one of the worst cards in the Intrigues deck, does this to you. Oh, if I feel for you, man. I feel for you.
LSR gets water instead. Interesting. I was expecting him to get the
Yeah.
afford it.
I guess this makes... Oh, that is interesting.
Because he can easily make 9 points by...
Maybe he's thinking he needs this... Well, he needs the spice in 2 rounds. Maybe he's just saying, like, I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to collect my spice. I could always dump into a Fremen camp somewhere. Right? Fremen camp Great Flat and say, like, nobody's going to bother me. That's interesting. I thought he was going to go for the Shuttle Fleet too and just totally hose Ilban, but wow. Interesting plays. Oh man. Oh, what does Ilban do now? I mean, you got to go get that Shuttle Fleet. Now that was basically like holding your breath. Let's, please don't take my tech tile. Master Baron.
I think I might actually use Stilgar to block Still Suits, and then
if
I need
do
to
it.
emergency grab it with Machine Culture if it gets blocked at Tech Negotiation.
Good point. I mean, yeah, you always have the Machine Culture.
Yeah, he has to. The right move is to block it at Still Suits right now. That's the only way you can take back your alliance.
Absolutely, and it looks like that's what we're going to see.
This is I feel it was a slight misplay on LSR's side for this one.
Because he might get it back. Oh, because he will get it back. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Well, he doesn't know he has a Machine Culture. There's no possible way you could know. Yeah. But, yeah, that's a really good point. This might turn back around for Ilban. He's going to pick up this point here. He's going to take one away from Baron. Baron will get one from this combat, but the question is who's gonna scrap for second?
I'm liking Helena's position right now,
Mm-hmm.
just because Ilban's going to be spending a lot of his resources in the next little bit.
Yeah, I agree there. Now we could see an Ilban go to Great Flat and then pick up this Shuttle Fleet. And then, I mean, he has 2 more actions. He's got 2 more actions this round. Could he win this combat? No, right? I mean, there's no way.
Yeah, not unless he lands something miraculously at Carthage.
Now, he could pick up another point with a research station. You could go landing rights research station. Like, so that's what you could do. Is what you could Great Flat with your Dune, and you could landing rights research station, go up, and then pop the Machine Culture. So you have some access. You have a little bit of wiggle room with your Solari. You get your alliance back. Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, tech negotiations with the landing rights at research station could very well get him Spice of Slow. That's a good point. Yeah, it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's a very good chance of that. Yeah, you're totally right, CJ. That's the right move.
We're gonna see spacing here. No, we're not. Secrets. I think this is the time for secrets. I'm gonna agree here with if they go secrets.
Yep, because it blocks Baron too.
Yeah. This is important. Oh, and the private army pickup. It's gonna contest with this the shifting allegiances for spice consumption. So it's not the best pickup, but you can't be too unhappy when you see a private army in your hand. Tessia might be thinking that they have some chances of winning like a level 3 combat a little later on. So we'll see. We'll see.
You're gonna need to do some catching up.
Yeah, and this blackmail, man, blackmail is just so strong. This is the power of blackmail: is you can lose an alliance and then freely play a blackmail without any concern. So, I mean, it's just like a free 5 daggers, you know.
Yep, sure.
Okay, here's a Helena play. Helena's gonna probably. Are they gonna try and win this one? I don't think they can. Can they? No, they can't. Right? There's no way. They can only get 4 daggers, and there's no reason to spend this war chest.
I was gonna say earlier, like, I think if I was LSR, I'd hit secrets and hope for a miracle Fremen bump.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, he might get one here. Oh, no, he's not. He's tech negotiating and leaving a negotiator. He's not picking up sonic snoopers.
He's gonna get in front of Sentient here, but Sentient saying no.
No way. Yep, he's like, sorry, that's mine. It was a smart play to block that space off. You don't know that he's got that tech or that intrigue. Very smart play. Artillery is the pickup, or the reveal.
Sentient saying, I'm coming after you, Baron. Your Spacing Guild is not free yet.
That's right. Spacing Guild is coming too. And here we go. We got a research station for Ilban. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 9.
Yep.
That's another point. What a turn for Ilban. This is him clawing back into the game. As far as Tessie is concerned, this looks like just a reveal. Oh, right. They're out of actions. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9, sorry. Spice must flow for them and appropriate for Helena on the reveal. Baron's going to reveal 4, 5, 6. And going to get this Guild Accord, I assume.
I'm really liking Helena's setup right now. They're likely going to eye for the discard a card to draw a card tech. I forgot what it's called. Hella projectors.
Hella projectors, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They've got a lot of offload cards. It's going to be really good for them.
Here's a pickup. Oh, we get the diplomacy here. So, ooh, are we looking for a second place? No, there's no way. We can get a third place here. Might as well throw one guy in. Throw both in?
Why?
I guess he wants second place. I guess he wants the extra spice in the water? I don't know. That's an interesting choice.
The point of that, he already has 3 water, right?
Yeah, he's already got 3 water. I mean, he just prints water.
Trying to prevent Helena from getting to Research Station?
I mean, that makes sense if you are definitely aiming for second place here.
I guess maybe in that view, he's looking to get that spice from the Great Flat next round.
Yes.
That might be it.
Yes. I think so. I don't see Helena cashing in this war chest here, though. That would be extremely greedy.
Yeah, I don't see it either. I mean, that's another point in hand once he gets another 5 Solari, so no can do. I'd hold on to it for dear life.
Yep, absolutely. So pretty smart play here from Ilban, just getting that edge on Helena. Definitely is targeting the rival for second place. I can't count pick out yet, though. Sitting on 4 points, and I mean, it's going to be Spice Must Flow for the rest of the game for him, I think. Oh, we've got to sort through the chaos. This is interesting. Right before level 3. I love it when this happens. We have this interesting tension between, do I go get an extra action so that I could potentially just win the level 3 combat and the game? And yeah, I think we're going to see that Baron with a shitty hand, though. Pardon my French. But holy moly, that is a crappy hand.
Gonna get the spice, I feel.
Yeah. Oh, no. He's going to ship. That's greedy. That's a little greedy here. I think you got to go for that spice. This is also greedy.
Helena, go get that spice before it's gone.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6
Use the Ixion
persuasion
if you
for.
need to, buddy.
Yeah. Wow, look at
Go
this
get your
hand.
hollow projectors.
Okay, well, Tessia with a great hand. Um,
I love Helena's hand too.
I love Helena's hand too. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. Very dynamic. Not gonna buy a Spice Must Flow this round, but could get an alliance here. Yeah, some strong stuff. We'll see. We'll see.
Yep, I'd probably use Ixion to get the hollow projectors with the spice at the Haga Basin. That's what I would do.
I agree with you there. Getting that lets you both get to Highliner next round and to use your Quid Pro Quo if you really need it.
I actually feel like Helena's kind of avoiding everything altogether. I feel like he's likely to get that spice and just go and chase the Emperor Alliance with the Conspire, and that Conspire will feed into his war chest point. So, yeah.
Here's a point.
I think he's just content to watch them all fight it out.
Now, I'm a little surprised about this treachery play, to be quite honest. I thought it was going to be a Reverend Mother play. And the reason is you're using an extra bump where that would get you a point. Like, play Reverend Mother and then maybe go to, I don't know, any of the other places for a point. But now you only have the access to the Emperor. But maybe he's eyeing up another Spice Must Flow. I mean, he's got another Spice Must Flow.
I agree with you there. I felt like it was a bit wasted. I mean, no one's really chasing after you, and you're Tessia after all. So yeah, 100% agree. I would have definitely used it at another area as well.
So interestingly, we have a finesse. So I guess that the holes in the plan could be it could be that's fixed, I suppose, with the finesse. So ignore what I said, or listen to it, but then say, Chris, you're wrong.
You people doing?
And
There's so much spice.
There's so much spice. Oh my god. Baron's gonna go for this Great Flight. I don't see why he wouldn't do that, unless he just doesn't like it. He's just like, I don't care about spice. Ever. I don't need it. Challenge time. Let's win the game without any more spice.
TJ, do you mind checking Helena's draw pile just to see how many cards do you have?
They have 6 left.
Okay. It's on both sides.
Yeah, good call. So it's going to be a Haga Basin. I like this one too. I think Haga Basin's just fine.
Yep, I'm just really shocked that it came all the way around him.
I agree.
Everybody at the table was able to afford it. I was just like, what is this?
So probably Ilban's going to pick up this 5 spice and then just like, throw in next round? I mean, they have first dibs, right?
Yep.
But do they have access? Let's see. They have 7 cards in their deck. Do they have any other? They have no other access, do they?
Well, he should be fine. He still has his dispatch, so it's.
No, I mean Ilban. Ilban has no other access. Baron's fine. Baron's fine, but Ilban doesn't have any other access. They've got it in hand right now. So unfortunately, that's not good. But maybe if we draw through this deck, maybe we'll get to find the diplomacy again real quick. I think that's an okay option. It is a bit of a gamble.
He'll get his Stilgar soon enough. What else? He had a liaison. Yeah, it's pretty far off.
Yeah, agreed. And this is what happens with Ilban play, is that you spend your initial troops and then you can't replenish them. That's very common with Ilban. I don't know why that is, but it is.
I guess it's just because he has to prioritize Mentat a lot of times, and that often leads to him being the last to go shipping, and shipping is the easiest way to get your refreshing in troops. Yeah.
Now Pick just highlighted reveal turn and was thinking about just insta revealing with, well, not insta, but after their first action revealing. I don't know about that. Okay, yeah, this makes a lot more sense to me. Yeah, okay, there we go. It's the same thing. You can throw another 2 troops in, 3 troops in if you really wanted to. Get rid of that. Okay, reconnaissance is gone. Makes sense. There is a comeback happening for Tessia. I would.
Now, there's one reason why I didn't like that play is because there's a Sonic Snoopers up there. I would have held
Yes.
on to that and hoped, dear God, no one takes Sonic Snoopers.
That's a good point. Meanwhile, Helena is making headway with the Emperor, and we're going to see a Holo Projectors play. No, we're not. Oh, just a Truthsayer play. So that's just going to get them that extra bump right now.
Gonna cash out? Wonder if he's gonna cash out.
Solid. I would cash out here, yeah, for sure. Okie dokie. Now Helena is stocked. They're going to be at 4 spice. And yeah, they have the option. Oh, this is great. And they have the gene manipulation to get to 6 spice. Oh, but again, the same problem with Ilbon. They're holding their access card in hand. And I don't know if they have another access to the Spacing Guild. I don't think they do. Oh, that is awkward. It's been very light on access for Spacing Guild. We only saw the Guild Chief Administrator, I think.
We may see Helena make a run at the Spacing Guild Alliance. Could potentially happen. He has a quid pro quo in hand. We'll see.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, LSR is out of position next round. So Helena has first dibs at taking the Spacing Guild Alliance before LSR is able to respond. This could be very disastrous for LSR. Especially since he's used his Dispatch the Envoy now.
That's a good point. And yeah, tried to cull his deck then a little bit and drawn some cards. He's going to end up with 5 persuasion. That's not great. Let's see what he picks up here. Rapid mobilization.
Not much use now.
Great card, but boy, you know, that's one of the cards that in the Intrigue deck I think has fallen off a little bit in its power level. Like everyone thought it was just the most bonkers card for the longest time, but with more aggressive play throughout the level 1s and level 2s, rapid mobilization has really fallen off its pedestal here.
Yep, sure. And I think CJ, he's kind of listened to what you had to say. He's probably trying to cycle back in his diplomacy for next round.
He's got to do that. I don't think there's any other real play here. I don't like this. I think you have to hit your diplomacy. Oh, this is so. Oh, favored subject. Does that do anything? No.
Yeah, gives him half a point.
That's half a point. Well, I mean, it's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a point now. Yeah, it's not bad. Or soon. Man, I still don't think. What is the
I totally agree with you. The right move was the research station.
I mean, even if it's a small chance, right? You draw 3 more cards, that puts you at 4, and then you have an extra chance. Yeah.
Even if you don't see the diplomacy, you might see Web of Power again, right? So.
Absolutely.
Totally Absolutely. If he sees his landing rights again, that's also a good thing. Like,
plus,
those 3 cards would have been golden for him.
Plus, he can still Web of Power to selective and draw 2 more cards out of his deck, so he'd basically be seeing 5 fresh cards. So there's a chance there to hit that access card.
100% agree.
Point for Tessia. Tessia is now sitting in second place pretty comfortably, though I don't think this is going to go much more than next round if the Baron wins it. They're probably just going to win the game, so we'll see what happens here. High Council here for Helena. This is questionable, I think. I mean, it's fine. You don't have any payoffs for the High Council other than just to get the Spice Most Flow, so it's fine.
Yeah, but I'm not sure his deck is built for a Spice Most Flow right now, though.
Yeah, it's not, right?
Like he doesn't cut it. Like he's not cut even a single dagger, from my understanding. So.
Yeah, what would have been an alternative play? Maybe just to, you know what? Actually, I probably would have Hardy Warriors there. To be quite honest, I might have Hardy Warriors, and I might have played Quid Pro Quo. So like, if I Hardy Warriors and throw in and try to win this combat, I think that gives you a pretty decent chance at winning the next conflict. But man, there's two.
Holy two
What?
shadows.
There's two in the shadows.
Well, looks like our Elban player is going to profit a lot on this.
That's crazy. I mean, might never see them, but yeah, we'll see. Holy moly.
Well, it's loading up now.
That's interesting.
Oh, I guess web of power for that bump. Yeah.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah. Also, it gives him a shot at the alliance, of course. Yeah, I mean that's the alliance for Ilban. And
I have to say, Sentient has done a remarkable job at chopping away at Baron.
I agree. It's commendable work. Sentient's been policing Baron, going up in the exact alliances where Baron is, and so really trying to pull that back and make this a competitive game. As if the Baron gets out of control, the Baron can just like win round 6, but doesn't look like it's going to happen this game.
I feel like picks benefited a lot from this fight between yellow and blue.
Absolutely. The longer the game goes, the longer term characters, the ones who are trying to build an engine or just get their feet underneath them, really will profit. So we'll see next round. But that's an alliance for Ilban, and now LSR is looking in danger as they're now tied with both Pick and Sentient, and they're not really set up for a Spice Must Flow strategy here.
It's gonna be the second alliance that is lost to blue because there's no way he can tie it down.
Yeah.
Especially since Ilban just needs to cash out on his shipping and he's done.
Poison Snooper pickup for Sentient and an Allied Armada. Whoa, for Tessia. Suddenly
that overcommit on Benny wasn't so bad.
That's not so bad. Yeah, loving it.
Holy moly, he's probably gonna win this combat easy. It's got the spice for it too. Oh wow.
Well, this game has had some twists and turns. Is this shipping? It is.
It's gonna lock down that alliance.
And this is why we love this game, is there's so many options for counterplay and interesting choices. You really have to be heads up when it comes to pouncing on those moments, but man, it's really fun to watch.
Sure. I think Elban's doing a great job, but got a lot of work cut out for him this round. I think he feels he's got a good chance in this combat, but he really has none at all.
Yeah. Unfortunately, unless something happens that's dramatic, I just don't see it.
And suddenly Pick becomes the favorite.
How did that happen?
He's going to get 3 points this round easy.
Yeah, look at this. Everyone's got to be a little scared. He's just picking up some stuff. Does he even bother? Oh, he is going to. Oh, because he has the reveal, the Spice Must Flow reveal for the spice. Yeah, that's fine. That makes sense.
Yep. Makes sense.
Pick at 7 points. Pick from the wild card round, winning his wild card match, is now in a spot to take the round of 14.
This is really dangerous. If they don't block fold space, which is an ugly spot to take, he's going to win this game right here.
You're right. He absolutely is. Wow.
From so far behind to up front in just 2 rounds. This is amazing.
And he doesn't even need fold space. He's holding on a finesse, so he can finesse down the Emperor and up with spacing.
You're totally right.
Wow.
But it's sort of like keeping an extra combat card. I mean, what are you going to do with that? Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
Actually, you're right. You probably should go Hardy Warrior instead. And then just finesse it. That'd be better.
All right, here is a Helena to Wealth. Why a Wealth? Oh, the point, of course, for War Chest. I'd forgotten about that. But of course, you, the viewer, have not, and you're yelling at me. Of course, it's War Chest. I apologize. Here is a draw for the Baron from Research Station, and they're looking for a Spice Must Flow. Do they get it? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They do not. sitting at 7. I mean, they can.
Sorry, might be thinking he's in good shape for combat, but he is definitely not.
He is not. Now the Guild Accord is pretty nice here. The Guild Accord gets him access to the Highliner. He'll be able to throw in 12 power, which isn't terrible. He'll reveal for probably 2 more. Actually, he can still do Fremen Camp. You know, Baron could still win this one. I don't know if he's going to win this game, but he can definitely win this combat.
Well, Pick has got 14 swords in hand. Put in another 4 from Hardy Warriors. Sorry, it's 6 more, so 6, 8. Yeah, there's no chance. Pick has got this combat for sure.
Yeah, I guess the question is Ilban going to try to get in on this? The answer is no. They're going to Mentat. Oh, they're not. What? Oh, invasion ships?
Yeah, Pick's got 29 strength going in on this. I don't see him losing.
That's crazy. Yeah. What is this tech negotiation? So we're looking at a tech negotiation play here. Is Sentient looking at using a Sonic Snoopers here? Can you explain this to me?
Sonic Snooper seems to be the only play that makes sense, just to dig, because I think he senses the danger behind what Pick's doing, and I think he needs some help. And I don't disagree with this play, just because there's no combat potential for him. There's too much power behind.
Oh, he picks up invasion ships. How do you feel about that?
I don't agree with it. He can't deploy at all.
Yeah.
I guess you could Sonic Snooper and hope for the best, but I'd Sonic Snoop first before getting the invasion ships, right?
Yeah, I would too. It keeps your spice a little higher, so you could do things like conspire if you needed to.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's a play. We'll see what happens. I just don't know. We'll see what Sentient says about this after the game, but it might be the moment where he realizes he made a mistake.
Yeah.
Maybe he sees something we don't, though.
If LSR permitted everything in this, I think he has about 25, 26 strength. But if Pick does right by going Hardy Warriors, he's going to end off at 29 strength, that he should win it.
Oh
no!
No! Oh!
See it?
Oh!
Doesn't see it. It could cost him.
Well, probably not the game, but it could cost him this round's combat for sure.
Yep.
Oh. Well, more twists and turns indeed. Helena is going to go to Carthag. No, sorry, Arakeen.
By the way, because I missed it too. I would have made the same mistake at full space. You made the correct call at Still Suits, or Hardy Warriors, I mean.
So we'll see. What is the Baron doing?
Criticize when you have the full scale of things, but even then, I missed it.
Absolutely, absolutely. No, it's not an easy call at all.
Yeah.
This is going to be interesting. Is the Baron going to throw everything in here? And if the Baron does throw everything in here, do you just wait? So is the right play to just wait? Because he's not going to win the game this round. Right? Indeed.
I like this play.
Yep.
Gives him some outs in case he needs to rapid mobile. So that brings him up to 29, 24, 29, 30 strength if he needs to. Yeah, he's going to win this combat if he needs to win this combat.
That's a good point. With Guild Accord in hand, who's going to stop it? It's a good question.
Yep, and he's got a rapid mobilization for backup just in case.
Sonic Snoopers picks up a Dune. Is that something he wants? He's going to discard it. And he's going to... Oh, he's going to research. Yeah, okay.
Wanting to get Web of Power, hopefully. Trying to get his Web of Power so that he can get that bump.
Finds it in the shadows.
We'll get that bump for Imperial.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, will he? No, he won't. For
Oh, sorry, no.
No, he won't. No, he is in the shadows. No. So he's going to get half a point here, which is
Forgot
fine.
he had contested those 2 tracks so much.
Okay, now does Baron Guild Accord or Diplomacy here? I'm not sure. Do you hold the Guild Accord for the extra water so you can research station next round? That's not a bad play. But
Did here could actually result in Baron losing, because now he might not commit so much. He might think there's another round to go for this.
yeah, he might not pen Tessia with so many combat cards in hand. And if he doesn't go for it right now, I think he's going to lose this combat by a great deal. Tessie is not going to get anything. This actually might prompt him to go to Highliner, though. He might be thinking, though, he's sitting on a Sardaukar Legion. I could just throw 3 more guys in. What are the chances? Plus a blackmail. There's no way they can beat me. But, I mean, we have full vision of everything. But that is the benefit of commentating right now. Okay, here's some more commitment.
May have just saved Baron.
Okay, here's the point for Baron, but this might be it. Tessia might have won the game.
Yep.
Oh my god. All right. So Baron picks up a demand respect, which is great, but that's not getting played. Oh my. Oh no. I feel for Baron here. Oh, is Baron sitting at 7 points? Is there? Oh, there's a thing there. Baron's at 7 points. I saw the gap and didn't see that. Okay, they're at 7 points. Apologies for touching your stuff, LSR. I just wanted to make sure it was clear to the viewer. So Ilban, what's Ilban doing here? Mentat here. This is a Mentat. There's no other reason you would. Nothing else you can do here. Just Mentat. Oh no, there's no Mentat. What do you do then? 2, 4, 6. I guess you in the shadows. You in the shadows to High Council. This is like the worst play you could possibly make, but it's the only thing I think you can do to get a point, right?
I think it was going to be disastrous ever since that research station that he didn't go last round. So
No, there's no one there. There's no one there. Anyway, he could also go up to Dreadnought, draw with the Dreadnought, and then get the hollow projectors, and then trigger the In the Shadows, drawing an extra card. That's probably what I'd do. But that's a tricky play. Tricky play. I don't know if he's going to see that. Oh, no, he doesn't have enough for it. Oh, my goodness. I'm so sorry, folks. He only has 1 spice. That's tough. It's tough. Could go High Council. I mean, he's going to draw 2 cards here, but he's not going to get an extra action. That's the rub here.
May have saved LSR.
He may have. Yeah.
But overcommit will make him commit more. Probably push in all his troops. Otherwise, Pick may have just stolen that win. But because of Green's play, he'll likely commit all his troops.
And are we gonna see Chomurky do some work again with the tiebreaker? Because at the moment it looks like Helena's going through at 6 points. They have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They're gonna get to 7. So they might even get second place.
If it doesn't end this round, Ixion Engineer's going to be drawn, so that's another point. So it all depends.
Great point. Oh no, a dagger is picked up. Dagger for Ilban. That's a no good. That's worse than what you were looking for. You were looking for anything else at this moment. But you do get the consolatory Spice Must Flow. Here's a Spice Must Flow for Helena.
Helena goes on to another round. They'll be at 9 points. 1 for the War Chest, 1 for the Ixion Engineer, 2 more for the Spy Satellites.
They're looking at second place right now.
See if LSR is going to commit all his troops.
He
Definitely
very
do that.
well. Yeah, he might. I mean, I think I would.
Yeah, can't take that chance.
So Levin's 22 strength, 26 strength. He's looking at 27 strength rather with the dagger. And didn't you say that Pick was sitting at 29 strength, or maybe not anymore?
Not anymore. He had to go to Hardy Warriors to do that.
Uh-oh. Does that mean Baron wins this?
Baron will win this because Baron will. Pick can at best be at 22 if I'm not miscalculating.
Right, right. Baron won't win the game this round, but boy, is it close. It's going to be putting the Baron at 9. The Demand Respect, while a very powerful card, is not poised to take an alliance right now. Since everything is
I see a
already.
contestation of the Benny Gesserit track.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. That's true. He doesn't win him the track though. If he had one more bump somewhere, he would definitely. But oh, and that is interesting. But Tessia does have first action next round. Looks like Tessia is sitting at 24 strength, all said and done. And with that, I don't think they can do it. If they do the math, they're going to probably try. They're going to be very sad. Spice must flow for Ilban.
If Pick went to Hardy Warriors, as you said,
He would win the game. Yeah, 100%.
But it was an easy miss, though.
It is an easy miss. You kind of have to just go for it. I think if you sense blood in the water, that's a tough ask. And no contest. They say the game's not over. So go for it.
Schwab at 9 points and Baron at 9 points.
Oh, here's the Demand Respect.
See it.
I mean, it's either lock in the Bene Gesserit or... I'm sorry, not lock in the Bene Gesserit. You challenge the Bene Gesserit. That's all you can do, actually. I guess you can get some more troops.
He has no other outs. He has no troop potential.
He has no other outs. Oh, he's just going to use it for the 1. Huh.
Maybe he's hoping that he finds Fremen camp.
Oh, yeah, okay. I can see that. Fascinating. I mean, that's pretty threatening. If I was Pick, I'd be worried. But oh my. Okay, this is almost a worthless combat. This Grand Vision. This is going to come down to Spice Must Flows your engines that you built. Suddenly I'm seeing an extra point for Ilban. I'm seeing potential 2 points for Ilban. But is there a win? Baron's got a potential point if they're uncontested. Tessia's got to throw in here with the the selective breeding or secrets right now. They don't have a choice. I guess. Well, that's not true. They could always shift. They could finesse. After they shipping. So that's actually fine too. They could ship. Oh man, tricky. He's gonna go with selective anyway.
Yep.
This is fine. It's really, it's your alliance. You got to protect this.
Patience is in a lot of trouble though. Not a lot of potential.
LSR, yeah, yeah. LSR's in a lot of trouble right now, but.
Sorry, I meant sentient.
Oh, sentient. It's gonna be close. He is gonna ship.
By all means, LSR and Swap are both at 9 points right now.
Oh, this is interesting. I mean, this combat, it kind of does nothing. That's fascinating. Okay, so we'll see. We're going to get some spice. That makes sense. Is he going to use the fold space for this? I don't know about that. He's going to fold space? I'd hold that, right?
Fold space? Sorry, I don't.
So he's playing fold space to go to shipping.
Oh, yeah.
No,
I
he's
would
changing his mind. He's changing his mind here.
Sorry, I'm just really fascinated by what Schwab's going to do. It's pretty interesting. I'm very interested in seeing what he's going to do to puzzle solve his hand. He's
Yeah,
in a good position, but I think he's going to try and greed into a Spiceless Flow, but deck isn't really built for it.
agreed. Well, he's sitting on basically 7 points here. 8 with the Spice Must Flow, 9, 10 with Spy Satellites. So if he does get into Spy Satellites range, he's looking at stealing a win. Or sorry, not Spy Satellites, Spice Must Flow range. So what's happening here? We're walking back this action. This is a complicated turn for Pick. Pick needs to really be careful here. He needs to think through both the card he's choosing, the space he's going to, how many troops he's throwing in. I personally would not use the fold space. I'd probably go ship, and then then finesse down with the Emperor, and up with the space with Bene Gesserit. Okay, let's go see a trash.
Helena, I would dagger up to go grab Sonic Snoopers, and see what opportunities arise from there. And then the next play, you could go and use your appropriate to grab 2 techs if something good pops up.
I like that play. So Pick is sitting on an extra point with Spice Must Flow. Oh man, he's got to win this combat. But does he have to win this combat? I guess he doesn't have to.
Oh, he could just say hit still suits and just use the finesse.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. If he senses danger, he could always finesse. Yeah. So if Baron goes secrets, for example.
Sonic Snoop?
Looks like.
No.
Oh.
Interesting.
Really? Okay, this opens the door for other people. We see a detonation devices. It's too late. It's too late.
Might be Baron. Or might be Ilban.
So looking at the signet ring for the Baron. Baron probably going to throw into research. Yeah. Research makes sense. Got to hit that Spice Must Flow, and looks like they're going to. They hit 5.
2 spice that we talked about earlier suddenly coming to fruition.
Absolutely. And a cannon turrets with their ring. Okay. That's fine. No one's got any dreadnoughts. This has been a dreadnought less game because obviously you're not playing in it. But it's been a good game. Very cagey. We've had a lot of shifting back and forth. Picks had a chance. Picks had a couple chances. Hopefully we'll find a winner soon.
Is going to end this round with the Spice Must Flow, but I think Schwab's going to come out the winner.
You think so?
Yeah. He's going to have more resources at the end of this, supposedly.
Well, he has Chomurky, so he doesn't necessarily need more resources. That's one important thing. But you're right. He has a chance if he gets a Spice Must Flow. He could get there. So we'll see what he does. And a very obvious shipping for Ilban. Everyone's like, oh, you got landing rights in hand. I mean, we all knew that was there. But now everyone else in the game knows that landing rights is there. And it's going to happen. So do you just block that? Do you care? I don't know if you care.
I think if I were Schwab, I would probably go to appropriate for smuggling.
Mm-hmm.
Toss out the raider fleet with the holo projectors. Cash out for 5 Solari, buy the Sonic Snoopers, and hope for the best.
Agreed. There's also a world where Ilban gets up to 10 points here if they can somehow get a Spice Must Flow, but I don't know if they can anymore. Or at least maybe another victory condition card, some VP card from the Intrigue deck maybe with Carthag. I mean, we've only seen 1, right? No, 2. We've seen 2. Machine Culture and War Chest. That's it. There's still a bunch out there.
Still a bunch out there, as you said.
Still a bunch. Yeah, we'll see. There's a point at BG for Ilban. There's a point at the Emperor, excuse me. So they could get there. Landing
He'll definitely
rights.
get the Emperor one since he's got the web of power bump.
Yep, he's got the web power bump. He's got favored subject and landing rights, so that's 3 bumps.
Maybe secrets?
Could go secrets. Pick's thinking about using finesse here. I don't hate that. But I mean,
Because I don't see the point in contesting red for the win, because red's not really getting anything out of it.
Here's a cash out for some spice for Schwab. And oh, I'm sorry, spice? Is it spice? Yeah, it is spice. Huh.
That's surprising. I would have gone for Solari.
Interesting.
Because if he grabs Solari, then he would be able to go grab a Dreadnought, grab potentially 2 techs, and that wouldn't interfere with his war chest.
Does he? He's at 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. He's at 9. So he does have his spice must flow. He has his war chest. He has 2 points. Am I missing something else? Does he have another point somewhere? I think it's just up to 9 points.
Yeah, you needed to chance it on Sonic Snoopers, but
yeah,
he's giving that away now.
Well, he's hoping that 9 is going to be enough, and it might be. Ilban will get up to 9 for sure. Can they find another point somewhere?
Oh, sorry, I think miscalculated. So, Vice was slow for this round. Fulfills the Ixion Engineer, that's another. War Chest is another. I think he has 2 points off of his spy satellites.
He has 2. So that puts him up to 9, right? No, wait, am I missing one? 1, 2, 3. No, that's 10. You're right, that's 10. Yeah. I'm sorry, I miscounted.
No, it's fine. There was a lot of hidden points there. A
lot
of dirty points.
So Schwab might end up winning the game with a comeback as Helena against Baron. We shall see. Baron still has some extra actions left. He's trying to basically bleed Pick out of actions. And if I were Pick, I'd probably just play this finesse just to lock in this alliance right now. I don't think I would bother with holding it.
That might have saved Sentient.
Yeah, it might have.
The difference between the two is Pick and Sentient. I think they're both sitting at the same amount of points at the end of this round. So.
Oh my. So Sentient just picked up the tiebreaker, and tiebreaker is not going to be good against Schwab, but it might be good against someone else.
Be gonna get good against Pick.
It will be good against Pick. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, third place doesn't advance you, but the top 50% of third place will advance, if I recall correctly.
I think it's just the top 2, maybe. I think it's the top 2, maybe the top 1. I'll put it as a card overlay so you can see as a viewer, and we'll go and check.
Yeah, looks to be, from my position, green first, yellow second.
Yep.
Well done by Helena, though. Very well done.
And that's going to be 6, 7, 8. Oh, is he playing it? Wait, what did he do?
He's finessing downwards.
He's finessing down.
Why would he do that?
Oh my!
That might hand the game over to Baron now.
That 100% hands the game over to Baron. What? So I'm very confused here. What do you need that for? What would you go up somewhere for?
He does not have plans within plans. I don't understand him.
Also, wasn't he up one more space?
He was. He just downed himself with finesse, but he didn't go up anywhere. I think he was interrupting someone's turn, and that's why that stopped all of a sudden. But he was definitely up one higher than Benny before he.
Okay, yeah, we make sure that that's right before. Yeah, maybe he was interrupting someone's turn. It looks like it is on. Not sure whose turn is it. Wanted to play intrigue, but passed my turn instead. Okay.
It's up to them to resolve that.
Yeah, that's up to them. That's up to them. I'm not exactly sure what Pick was expecting.
I think he just, in haste, tried to drop it, but I think he meant to secure it.
Started to play, but due to group decision, we decided that I can't play it. Why?
Yep.
Oh, did he reveal and then wanted to do it later?
Because swap is within the middle of a reveal while he's.
Yeah. Yep. It happens. It happens. You gotta do it on your turn. That's rough, but ultimately, it might save you. Not doing that is probably smarter than doing it.
Won't matter for him. He'll be last place, unfortunately.
Won't matter, unfortunately. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's been a very good fight. Vegas had a very good fight, and had a chance. We'll rewind it. He'll want that one back for sure. But hopefully when he goes back and watches this, he'll see, yep, I could have won the game. In any case, it is, I believe, on Baron.
Yep.
And we'll see what Baron's up to. No good, most likely.
You'll just go to secrets, I imagine.
Mm-hmm. Oh, maybe not. Maybe Carthag first. I could see going to Carthag just to see what you hit off of intrigues.
I do secrets just because I know it hurts blue.
It does hurt blue. Yeah. I mean, you get an intrigue either way, so that's kind of weird. Oh, plans within plans.
Does he have it? Yellow.
He does not have it yet.
You'll have one, which is enough to take first place, I think.
Oh, no, he can get it.
Yep.
Yeah, he can get it.
So he takes first place on the top deck.
Wow. I probably would have held that. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, this makes sense. Wow. Okay. Well, plans within plans looks like it's going to win it. Oh, that's a rough draw. It's a rough draw.
Wow.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's one short. Oh no. Poor Ilban. One short. Oh, he's still got Sonic Snoopers. He could Sonic Snoop.
Yep.
So that's a chance. But Baron's now sitting at 11 points. Well, 10, but this diplomacy is 100% going to wealth. And everyone's going to be groaning. Wait, he's not. I guess it's the same.
Is it the same though? He hasn't.
Yeah. Well, it's the same because it's a point for reveal. But if he plays, wait, no, is it the same? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He hasn't. Yeah, it's 9. So yeah, if he buys Spice Must Flow, he's gonna play plans within plans for 1 point. That's at 11. So back from the dead, the Baron, who we thought was lost, is going to be pulling it out because of late top deck. Well, that happens. That does happen.
Sonic Snoop. You gotta.
He's gotta snoop it. Here we go.
Show him shares. It's your only hope.
Ixion Probe.
That helps.
That does help. That does help.
That.
That helps a
Like,
lot.
just needs one persuasion, right?
That's it. Let's see what he gets.
Yeah,
Stilgar in the shadows. Well, that'll do it. I mean, will do it. Will be enough to win. It'll be enough to get another intrigue. To here's a spice must flow. Here's a point. Here's another point. Wait, did he go up twice?
No, he dropped himself down one by accident.
Oh, okay. I see. Wow. Okay. 10 points for Sentience heading into the combat. I don't see this staying, though. We've got a blackmail from the Baron. We've got cannon turrets. That's been waiting. Those things have been waiting to be played.
Yeah. Sad to see, but 10 is not enough to get even second.
Here's a private army. And you know what? Tessia might be the spoiler here for the Baron, but I don't think too much will happen here. Just cannon turrets. And you know what? It's going to be Baron with first place, and it's going to be Helena with second, looks like. Unless something else happens. Like a top deck spice must, what do you call it? Corner of the market or something. But probably won't.
What a hell of a game, huh, CJ?
No kidding, man. Is this going to get him close enough? Nah, it'll be second place. Good enough for second place. And, wow. What a round of 14 we've had here. This has been a great game. Pass for red. Reveals of the extra points.
I feel for Sentient here because I thought he played it really well.
He did. He did. I think like everyone played really well. There's a couple of moments everyone could have done a little bit better, of course, but this is going to go to pick this combat, which doesn't get him very much, unfortunately. That's real sad. There's a bribery, which doesn't do anything. And there's the plans within plans, which is going to break Swap's heart. Oh, Swap had only 2? 1, 2. Oh, and there's a 1. Yep, so 10. Swap's going to get second place. LSR is going to get first place. Sentient will come in at a very tight third. And, you know, kudos to everyone. This has been a wonderful game. Really fun to watch. And Pick will get fourth. Unfortunately, had just had a weird couple of rounds, but definitely had a couple of options or a couple chances here. Let's jump in and talk to the group and see what they have to say.
Last round.
Hey guys, well played to everyone. Well played to everyone.
I don't know what game you were watching. Well played.
Well, there were ups and downs. I think everyone did what they could. If you watch it back, I think you'll see that everyone did pretty good considering. The top deck plans within plans was just a heartbreaker, and
yeah, I felt dirty.
It's not your fault. It's the way the game is.
Redemption from when I let this go. This was a huge mistake.
Yep. We thought so too. We thought you could have just taken that instead of the wind traps. For sure. There was a round where Pick could have won the game.
Was the thought process behind that that you wanted the water for research station, or what was the reason behind the wind traps versus the shuttle fleet?
I thought that I didn't think he was going to be able to get up there this round, and I thought I would before him next round I'd be able to lock it in then, and I just saw this as an investment for the long haul. But it was a foolish decision.
So there's no way you could have known. There's no way you could have known he had machine culture in hand.
Yeah, like I knew he had an access card, and I guess it was risky because this was around somewhere.
Yep.
So it was a bad call.
Ultimately,
you played really well overall.
Yeah.
The match.
Yeah, and Sentient, you were the police here. You did basically every single thing you could to keep Baron in line, stealing 2 alliances, and I mean, I thought you played really well. I thought that I don't know, it couldn't have gone any better. I think at the end it just got a little out of control. But and this combat did not help you at all either. This combat was a huge dud for basically everyone. So
I was fine with it.
Of course, yeah.
I tried my best.
Yeah, man. No, you played really well, and for the longest time, we thought that Helena was going to pull it out because of the Chalmurky. We were like all the hidden points we knew about, and we're like, oh yeah, that's it. But man, it turned on a dime. It really did. And
buying this was the dumbest thing.
It was an interesting choice. I mean, it's 2 persuasion. It gives you a shipping bump. It's not terrible, but yeah, you didn't end up using it. It's okay. Yeah. What other options did you have that maybe this has been sitting here the whole game?
That was there, and I don't know, something else that was 5 was hanging out there. Yeah, I don't know. I did this before artillery popped off, and then when that came off, I'm like, well, I'll just get my 3rd tech now because I already had Ixion. So it ended up being a waste, but I guess got me my spice at the end, so it worked out. Yeah.
Well, Pick, you had a rough go of it, but there was that one round, and you probably want to have that one back, where you're fighting with 2 points. Where were we? Here we go.
You could have done that for more troops.
Yeah.
But that would only got me 9 points.
No.
That wouldn't have got me
No.
You would have got there.
What you were supposed to do was hit Hardy Warriors, and then you would have been able to produce a total strength of somewhere around 29, if I'm not mistaken, because you had 14 daggers in play. You had 4 troops in battle already, 3 that would come in, so you'd be about 29 strength. You would have had that fight.
My mind wasn't even on looking at Freeman at all.
Yeah. It's hard because I'll be honest, I missed it too, but CJ noticed it even when I missed it. So if I have all the vision and I still miss it, then who might expect you to hit it?
It was a hard call to make. I mean, you have to really just go all in and say cross my fingers, but no one could make that call under duress, and you were definitely under duress this game. But
I saw Baron had 3 entry cards, so I was pretty nervous about what he had, especially with the rapid mobilization.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I think we all knew rapid was coming.
Yeah.
I mean, we went there with Carmen Khan.
Yeah. He went there and popped the troops in. I'm like, all right.
Well,
you were looking pretty good throughout the whole thing. I was like, yeah, easy 2nd place no matter what for you. So it's just a matter of whether you take 1st or 2nd. So I thought you piloted your character really well.
Absolutely. Yeah. Agreed. Well, LSR and Swap, you're going to get through to the next round, and the top 3rd places will. So Sentient will keep you posted. You might also, but thank you for. Yeah. Well, it was a really exciting game. Honestly, it was. There were a lot of things. It kept switching back and forth the whole time. So I really appreciate you all letting us commentate. And
thanks for covering the game.
Yeah,
of course.
Thank you.
I commend you. You played a really well game with Ildan. Your policing was immaculate. It was so good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. Well,
good job, guys, and good luck with the rest of
Well
the
played,
tournament.
everyone.
Thanks for the game.
GG, well played.
GG to everyone.
GG.
And we will catch you next time on the next round of 14. Lots coming up. Then we have the quarterfinals and the semis coming up. So stick with us. I'll see you then.